No, you're
Max,
good.
just so I can follow the lives and whatever.
All right, I think we're good. It says it's live, so hopefully it's working properly.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah,
Like videos.
looks good, I think. I mean, it's a little fuzzy, but whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's first
I
first
have
like
got a light on it here, but I don't know if I turn it off. No, it's probably too dark. Eh?
I think
Just
you're all
let me
good.
go.
I think we're good. All right. Let me double check my phone, make sure it's not bugging or something. Make sure audio sounds good too before we get into
Cool.
things.
All right, there we go. Cool. I do have headphones if that makes things better or not. I
No,
don't
I
know if that
think I
works.
think you're fine, honestly. I only have this big like ginormous headset for like gaming and stuff. I don't have
Right.
the old like plug-in ones. So I
No,
had
yeah.
otherwise I'm using
I'm with
this.
the plugins.
They work
I'm
though.
old school.
Let me double check, make
Proper old
sure we're
school.
good here. Oh,
Oh yeah, cool.
got an ad, of course.
Oh yeah, seeing it on the screen, it's actually you can wait.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I think we're good to go. Very nice. All right, looks good. All right, let me double check one thing. Make sure it's picking up my right audio for this. Should be okay. All right, so if you guys are watching and you're not in the live stream and you're watching this as a video, welcome. I'm TeamPokeColors. We have with us today Finding Charizard.
Yes,
How are you doing?
that is me. Nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. So I figured today we could just kind of talk about Pokemon in general, maybe talk about some recent pickups, investment things that you might want to let me and my uh, fellow followers and everybody on my side know to look out for, because I know you really
Yeah,
focus with like investments and that kind of thing. So um,
yes, that's what I'm all about. So
that's
if I
that's
can help,
what
I
that's
will.
what that's where it's at, honestly. I feel like on YouTube lately most people, I mean, I could be wrong, most people though don't want to like watch the newest set being open. They want to say like, oh, what can I put my money towards that might help me out like in the future. So
Yeah,
yeah.
no, definitely. Like, there's definitely like an increase of like investment content creators. I've follow a few and stuff, and everyone's got their own opinion. But
Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, as long as you go with your gut and believe in what you're investing in, then yeah, you kind of got to make your decisions yourself and kind of believe in it. That's how I kind of go with it all, and that seems to work for me so far. So
yeah,
fingers crossed it
absolutely.
continues.
And if anybody's watching the live stream, we will be taking questions from chat or interacting with chat as well. So don't be shy. Feel free to drop a follow or subscribe to Finding Charizard and myself. Leave a like on the stream, helps out a lot. So my first question for you, I want to pick your brain on this thing. So if you look into like the shiny craze that came out like with Hidden Fates, and
Yes.
then later Shining Fates. Before that though, there was Shining Legends that had shinies, and they had like the old style kind of like Neo era shining kind of
Yeah.
artwork, and they're kind of bringing that back with the Radiant Pokemon in the newest set. So I want to know what you think of like possibly looking into investing in like Radiant Pokemon, maybe not necessarily like singles,
Yeah.
but like maybe PSA 10s of those.
Um, I suppose when you look at it like that, there's so many different ways you can look at those cards for me. I mean, going back Shining Legends, so Shining Legends was definitely a set that people kind of slept on, and at the time, you know, I was actually one of those people. I wasn't investing in it majorly at the time, and I kind of missed out on a lot of products I could have picked up and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But when it comes to like the Radiance, I feel they're similar, but I think they're very different as well. I think when it was Shining Legends, there was a different hype about pulling one of the Shining cards. But if you pull a Radiant now, then for me, like the offset is, oh, nice, I pulled a Radiant card. I don't get like the same wow, oh, yes, I pulled a Shining Lugia. I don't know, it just feels different to me. But when you think of it in terms of investment, so we had the ones from the Pokemon Go set.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if any that could like potentially do well. For me, it would be those ones, the Blastoise being sort of Charizard. And obviously, if you've got high levels of grades in those cards, that's where you could probably see, um, you know, like a price increase over the future. Because obviously, it's just like a holiday set as well. There's that uniqueness and the way that the set was released as well. There wasn't booster boxes of that set.
Hmm.
So when it's kind of like holiday sets and stuff like Shining Legends was, there's that potential. But when you sit in like your big main sets, I don't see it as like a great investment because I think they're very easily to get hold of more so. But even like the Pokemon Go ones, they're still relatively easy to get hold of. They're not majorly expensive cards. Like the Charizard's most expensive here in the UK. You can get it for like 25 quid. And
Mm.
in a PSA 10, it is like around 80 quid. You can get hold of one. So at the minute, they're not major valuable, but it depends what Pokemon do in the future with like the Radiant cards if they're going to keep going on with that in our next year and stuff as well. So it kind of depends how exclusive Pokemon make them for me going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And the way I think about it too, like I was fortunate enough to get all of the Shining Legends shinies before the
Did you?
like 2020 boom came around. Yeah. And I actually pulled, the last one I needed was a Mew. I pulled it from like a,
Yeah,
discounted like clearance Raichu box from Walmart. I was so hyped, but like yeah, I see what you're
that's a
saying with
sick
like
card.
the Radiance, because they kind of throw them into pretty much every new set lately is what
Yeah,
they've been doing. And I'm a big fan of like shining cards because I have Hidden Fates complete, and that was like a grind and a journey in itself, as well as
well, you've got
Shining
the whole
Fates.
set, the whole shebang. Kind of
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
I don't have that, but if I had a set of Hidden Fates, yeah, feel like a king. it's
No,
a,
it was
it's a beast.
I opened a lot of product when it first came out, and then a lot of the cards that I didn't have, my cousin who kind of helped me start this channel, he doesn't make content much anymore. I'm pretty much in charge of things, but we started this like the TeamPokeColors like brand, I guess if you call it that,
Yeah,
way back in 2014. So I have a few like videos on the channel right now of just like old openings, like XY era stuff. So I've
yeah.
reposted some of those on this one because the old channel got lost. We lost access to it through like, I don't
Oh
know.
no.
It was like we made the YouTube account with Yahoo email, and then Yahoo, like, I don't know,
Oh
got
yeah,
bought
black.
out or
Yeah,
whatever and just took a crap. So
yeah.
lost our password unfortunately and can't get back to it, and it was tied to an old cell phone. So that's kind of why this channel was like the way it was made. Just like a
Yeah,
rebrand, restart. And plus, we're older too. We weren't like 14, 15. So we're like, all right, we know how to do this. Let's do it.
yeah,
Um,
no, exactly.
but yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, cool. But like, no, like the Hidden Fates for me, like Hidden Fates is like on a total different tier to a lot of sets. Um, Obviously, like when Hidden Fates was out, and then we had COVID and stuff, and there's this mad hype about Hidden Fates. Like for me, I still would love to open Hidden Fates products and obviously getting those cards. I think that set is going to be a set to remember for
Hmm.
sure. And obviously having your collection in the, you've got the whole lot kind of thing. That's on its own is a solid investment because I can only see that going up in value. I know, like I've got the Charizard GX in a PSA 9, and I probably paid far too much for it. I bought it in height, so I paid like 500 quid for it, and now you can get it for a lot less than that. And that was just like a raw card.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like it's one of them, but I'm sticking with. I'm gonna have it for like 20 years. You know what I mean? And by its natural growth, you're making money back, kind of thing. But
Right.
that's how like my mindset is. See if I have overpaid for something, then I'm more inclined to think, right, I need to have this in my collection for a longer period of time to let natural growth take its course, kind of thing. But no, to have the complete set, that's the dream.
Yeah. It's been awesome because like I've been more so shifting like my collection instead of, so if you can kind of see behind me, like I have all these binders of just like sets that I would like, for
Oh yeah,
example, like I have a binder just for like Brilliant Stars that I opened like 3 booster boxes of. put every card that I didn't already have into a binder, try to complete the set, whatever. And out of all the newest sets that have come out, really only Fusion Strike's been about the only one that I can actually say like I can complete it, because I need like a few cards. Whereas all these other ones, like there's so many hits and like so many pulls that like you would have to spend almost hundreds, if not maybe even 1,000, just to try to complete these new sets. And so with my recent like PSA membership purchase, I'm kind of shifting from like making binders and stuff to like grading my own cards that I've already pulled. So
no, that's exactly kind of the same thing I'm doing. Like older cards, I'm going back to older cards. I'm not kind of grading like my newer stuff. There's like a couple that I have graded, like that I've pulled new, like more recently in that. But no, I know what you mean. Like sets are too big now. Like for me, like I only have a certain amount of money every month to be chucking at Pokemon anyway. I've got my 2 kids, like my setup, I'm trying to improve as I go, and I just don't have like the time or resources to be chucking money at Pokemon as much as I'd love to. But, no, but even like sometimes I think I'm just better off buying the card as a raw card. See, like celebrations, as much as I enjoyed opening the few products that I did, I've always got in the back of my mind, I'm just going to go buy the raw card, because I don't want to be spending my money trying to pull a card that I might never get. You know what I mean? It'd be like an endless ordeal kind of thing. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Kind of disheartening at the same time though. Anything, geez, 180 card set. Here we go again.
Exactly. They're really not like helping us collectors out any with these massive sets. They're really just going for like, all right, what type of card can we make up to throw in the set that would make it a little bit bigger so we can make it harder for everyone to get every card.
But the thing is, it's not even only that though. Like you have like your main sets that come out that you want to get hold of, like Silver Tempest is just released. I want to try and get some of the nice cards from that. Obviously the Lugia is the standout card for them set.
Yeah.
But back in my mind though, I'm still thinking about Japan and the Japanese product. You know, I want to get the post, like the Japan Post box and stuff as well. But that's climbing up in value as we speak. There's like too much. There's actually too much. As a Pokemon investor collector, there's so much I could be farting my money on. But unless I win the lottery, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's a tough life as a collector, I tell you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And as soon as you get a bit of money, it's gone out the window anyway, because you've already you spent on something else.
Yeah. Exactly.
In
Exactly.
my case, nappies half the time. So
yeah, we love that. So I have a question for you. So I'm thinking, me personally, so I have celebrations complete, like 100%. I don't have the like gold promos from the UPC, and I don't have like the metal cards, but I have like the main series set that you can get from the packs. So recently on eBay, I'll get them out here. See if I can get them out here. Whoops, I about broke it. So recently on eBay, I got 3 PSA 10s from the classic collection. And I'm like, I don't know. I like celebrations, and I think PSA 10s right now are super cheap in terms of just like, you know, any other PSA 10 you could probably get. And so I was thinking like, I'm just going to get a full set of PSA 10s of the classic collection, maybe even like the main series. So I got these 3 here, and
I like the mood. That's nice.
Yeah, this was only $60. And think of how much, like, not only because I think of like, now that I have a PSA membership and I've submitted some cards, it's like, okay, you gotta pay $100 a year for the membership, and then it's like 15 maybe on a good day, but mostly like $22 to grade a card. And then not only that, you gotta ship it out, and on top of that, like they make you put like a certain number of cards in a submission. So like, for example, the most recent one I sent out, it was 15 a card, but you had to send in like 25 cards. So it's like, okay, I get it. So do you think it would be better to buy the PSA 10s? Like this one was like $30, or grade them myself? Because like there's something special about grading a PSA 10 yourself that just makes like the collecting that much more fun. But at the same time, financially, it's like, well, like at least for the cheaper ones, like those ones there, like that Claydol was like $35. But if I want to get a Charizard from Celebrations Classic Collection and a PSA 10, like that's gonna cost a pretty penny. So like I might grade that one myself, but then if I do, I'm taking a Charizard away from my completed binder set, you know? So it's like, do I split the set up and grade it in PSA 10s, or do I keep like the binder, you know? It's like, it's where I'm at.
I know what you mean. Like I've got sets that I've got that I kind of want to leave just because I like having it as a set. And sometimes I think I like to go and buy that card in a graded 10 as well as. I mean, you could do that, but then it depends what set you're looking at and everything. But for me, like what I kind of do when I'm grading, I have all my cards in a tin, and all my cards that I have in this tin are all the ones I'm going to be sending to PSA. If I pull like other cards, like for instance, I've got the Dularoodon alternate art from Evolving Skies, and I know it's not going to get PSA 10 because the centering's off. So what I do, I don't send to PSA because for me in the UK, the turnaround times I'm waiting like 4 months for a car to get back to me. I'm paying already like best part of £30 if you include postage, and when I get the card back, I'm looking at like another £7. So in total, it's like £37 total round trip for me. So with my other cards that I don't care about so much, I send them off to like pocket card grading. I've mentioned them on my channel a few times. I send my cards there and do it a lot cheaper. I can get my cards graded for like £10 to £12. Sometimes they have a sale, for instance, and then it's like £8 to get a card graded. But I also can make money on that as well. So it's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult depending on what card you've got that you want to get graded. It's just your preference. But for me, I have my ultimate cards that I love and adore. They're going to PSA regardless.
Yeah.
And then my less valuables, I probably will pick up and maybe buy maybe like an Ace label, for instance. Because here in the UK, we've got quite a few different like grading companies. We've got MGC, we've got Ace, we've got Pocket Card Grading, Get Graded. You know what I mean? There's 5 or 6, some that I haven't included. But what I see a lot of people do, especially online and in the community in general, they go with these other cheaper alternatives, but they can still command like a decent value when it comes to like reselling and stuff like that. So for me, it's a kind of different situation. It kind of depends what you're grading for, how you want your investment to go in the future, kind of thing. Because when I get my cards graded with the other companies and stuff, I'm not thinking this is an investment. I'm more thinking this is sell on. So when I go PSA, this is my investment cards that are going to do well in the future. For instance, I've got like the Mario Pikachu, Luigi Pikachu sitting in my tin, but I just need to get them to PSA. You know what I mean? Because they're like high value. So it kind of depends your preference for me with that one. But normally I don't take cards out of my set unless they're very valuable.
Gotcha.
So I did that recently with Plasma Storm. I've got the Blastoise gold card and the Lugia full art, which are 2 really nice cards and they look amazing. So I've taken them out and they're going to get sent to PSA. But yeah, in general, I don't normally do that though. I kind of keep them together.
Yeah, I ever since I got this membership, like I've just been wanting to send in cards. So like I'll grab it. I have like a backlog of cards.
Yeah.
A backlog of cards that I'm just ready to send out. Like all of these are just like polls and promos and stuff. And like there's some that like, let me see if I can find the one I'm looking for. Like there's some in here that I just bought or I've had. I'm like I got, this is one of my bigger ones. It's a Crystal Kingdra. I don't know what it'll grade, but I got this from a collection way back. So like I have big hitters like that, but then I have like, you know, just some like newer cards in here from like some newer sets, like, you know, just this promo Arceus like from the Arceus V box. But
I like that. That's
all
cool.
these in here though, like they're not all perfectly centered, so I just have them in there because I don't want them sitting in a binder. And if I do ever want to grade, or if there's like a special, then I could just could just send them out, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think like with some cards, sometimes I'm not too bothered on condition because like on the type of card. So for instance, like Kingdra Crystal card, regardless of like the condition, sometimes you're just better off getting the card graded. And I don't know, that's just how I kind of feel. Sometimes you're better having it graded than not, especially with like really, really rare cards. Was that from Acropolis or
Yeah.
Sky?
Yep. It was
Acropolis, yeah,
Aquapolis.
yeah. No,
Oops.
we don't see too many of them, so it's a
Yeah.
nice card.
Yeah. I got some of those in there, and then I have like the like Evolution, like the Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, like promos that came out in
No,
those boxes. I got those promos in there too. So wait, meeting
yeah.
will end in 10 minutes. What? No way. There's a
What
limit?
is it?
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. It says upgrade now to save 30% off Zoom 1 Pro. Oh my word.
Let's do it.
Oh my gosh. What do they charge? That's ridiculous. I didn't even know they had a time limit on this. That's terrible. Bunch of jerks.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Well,
that's life.
nonetheless, we have 10 minutes. We'll see if they want $100. What? $15 a
What is
month?
that? Just to continue?
That's crazy. Not doing that. So what we will do, maybe we can um just start a new one, see what happens.
Yeah.
see
Try
if
that.
it works. Oh, I need to open that back up again. Open up. There we go. So yeah, I'd love to see that. Zoom giving us all kinds of fun things. Shout out to Jason TV Sports Guy. He stopped in earlier, but I don't know if he's still here. Says, hey, what's up? Hey, finding Charizard. Love both your channels. Lots of fun, great content. Thank you, Jason.
Cheers, mate. No worries. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, yeah, but like what you're saying, like I just went out and got some Silver Tempest because I haven't opened a whole lot of it yet, and I got like probably 9 sleeved blisters and 4 3-packs, and my only pulls were these cards right here. So it's the Lugia V Star, which is all right, like I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
A gold trainer that's not even centered properly, so I'm not gonna grade that. And then 2 of the same Vulpix V Star. No trainer galleries in like 15 packs. I'm like, that's ridiculous because I know dang well that like in a month from now those yellow bordered trainer galleries are gonna be super cheap, like 20 cents a piece. And it's
Yeah, they
like,
will.
oh
They will. You know when's like to bet like best time to cash in on those? You know when you get the build and battle boxes get released, they
yeah,
get sent 2 weeks prior. Well, I find you're always better off trying to sell your cards in that 2 week gap if you were trying to sell cards.
yeah,
If you can get hold of these build and battle boxes and you get your extra packs and stuff in that time frame, because there's like the hype of the set getting released, a lot of people will pay more just to get these cards in your collection. That's what I do sometimes. If I'm like buying and opening packs and selling, a lot of brilliant stars I did that with. And some of like your basic V's, I was getting like 350 for, which are now about down to £1. So that's just one of the little things that I do just to recuperate if I don't get great pulls. And I'm just putting bang average, just
yeah.
like a week thing I do just to balance the books out again.
No, that makes sense. That's what I did with. So like I pulled a Charizard alt from the Brilliant Stars like build and battle box. It was just like I only got like one, and I got like 2, and I pulled that from it. And when I got it, it was like worth $200.
Yeah,
So I went and sold it, and I'm like, I'll probably buy it back later when it's cheaper. Well, come to
yeah,
find out, it didn't really get much cheaper, and it's still sitting around that same price point.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, could have held on to it.
Uh, I that card that's the one. That's the next one for me. That's the
Is it?
one I'm itching to get my hands on. That and the celebrations. I still don't have that the celebrations, and I'm probably being a bit of an idiot with it because I've got a feeling celebrations it already is starting to go up in
Mm-hmm.
value in terms of your chest, your tin chest and stuff. Here in the UK, obviously there was like 27 quid release. They're already going for like 37 plus. Um, so it's definitely it's making movements, celebrations. So it's definitely one of the cards I don't want to sleep on. And like see like the Blastoise and Venusaur, they're fantastic cards to get graded. You can buy them in cheap as a raw card
Oh
and
yeah.
then get them graded. It's a no brainer.
Yeah,
Definite
it
no
really
brainer
is.
to back up with those cards for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of why like I wanted to go after a PSA 10 set of the like classic collection at least. Maybe not so much like the main series celebrations like with those weird hollows and the stamps. Like some of them I don't know. The classic collection though, like I think Blastoise, like last I checked, I think it was last week, it was like $6, which is
Yeah,
ridiculous because when I remember when it first like came out, people were paying like $50 for a Blastoise.
yeah,
It's like,
nuts.
whoa.
Yeah, no, definitely. But like that's the thing. Like you see with celebrations, is like the nostalgia, and I kind of think of it in some ways like evolutions. People loved opening up evolutions because they saw the old artworks, but we are seeing this in celebrations as well. And although it's not happening right now, the same sort of boom. And I'm not saying it's going to boom like evolutions did or what, but this that nostalgia, people will want that, and people will go back to those cars. People won't be able to afford. Was it Neo Discovery, the Shining Magikarp?
I
I could be
I
wrong.
think
It's something
I
like
always
that.
have trouble with the Neo sets.
Yeah, it's either Neo Discovery or Destiny. I can't remember. And but yeah, if people want those artworks, they won't be able to probably afford like best part of 500 quid plus for a Neo booster pack. If they
Yeah.
can get celebrations, do you know what I mean? Like that
Yeah,
nostalgia,
yeah, for
and
sure.
affordability at the same time, kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I think
Like
people will go back to it. That's
even
for
with
sure.
celebrations, like so I was able to get I got the Charizard and the Sylveon like boxes from a restock online from Walmart. And I paid retail for those. So like there's still celebrations being stocked, at least here, but
Is it
like secondary market people are, you know, hiking the prices up because it's not getting
yeah,
stocked as much.
yeah? Like in my local area, I don't see any celebrations. Like I went to my local game store the other day, um, and the guy showed me like the boxes of Silver Tempest, and that's what's on the shelves. I mean, like surprisingly, they did have Shining Fates, they'd lost Origin ETBs and stuff, but generally, it's the most recent sets. It's not like nothing like Celebrations that far back. So for
Gotcha.
me, it's kind of like hard to get hold of.
Well,
Very on the
if you're
shelves.
ever
That's
wanting some celebrations, my local game store has like stacks of boxes of celebrations, like ETBs,
mad.
all the like, you know, pin box. Well, I don't know if they have pin
Yeah,
boxes,
yeah,
but like just the Charizard Sylveon boxes, like they have so much. But the problem is, I think they charge like a little bit extra, so like it's a little bit inflated, and I call them like
yeah,
my local game scalper because sometimes their prices are just absurd.
yeah. Yeah.
But
I've got one of
they
those.
have so much like I think they want like they have single packs that you can buy, and they have like a fat stack of generations, which is like wow, that's super old, like 20th
Yeah.
anniversary, but they want $50 a pack, and I'm like,
Generation 50 quid. Blimey.
but now
Uh,
like it's so old that it might almost be worth that. So like if you want it, it's there, but it's like nobody just goes in and was like, ah, let me just spend
yeah.
$1,000 on all your generations packs.
No,
Yeah.
no, even 50 quid a pack. I remember when before we had the boom in 2016 of evolutions and stuff, like, you could quite easily get hold of like heart gold, soul silver
Oh
boxes,
yeah.
booster
Oh
boxes,
my gosh, it's unreal.
black and white boxes. No, it's just like regrets that you think of things, how much these boxes cost now. You
Oh,
think, my God, what was I doing? What was I doing?
dude, I opened a plasma freeze booster box for
Yeah.
$100 back in 2014. Dude, that thing sealed now is like 3 grand. I'm like, oh
Yes.
no.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I did
Oh
it with Plasma Storm, Plasma Blast as well. Platinum Arceus.
yeah.
I was able to get hold of. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. 125 quid I paid for a Platinum Arceus box
Wow. So do you
many
still
years
have
ago.
all those cards then from those old boxes that you've opened?
Yeah, like I do.
That's
Like
awesome.
one of my cards with my Blastoise is actually at PSA at the minute, getting graded that I pulled. It's not mint, but it's just a beautiful card.
Yeah, you
The
about have
gold
to. I mean,
Blastoise. Yeah,
those are so
some
cool.
cards you just gotta do it.
See, the worst part of my situation is like I opened all these old packs and products like back in the day, and then about 4 years ago, actually probably about 5 years ago now, 4 years ago or so, I sold everything I had to some local person. Like I had a binder with like old school EXs. I had all my like plasma freeze like cards, my hollows.
Yeah,
Like I just sold everything, and I don't know why. I wish I wouldn't have, because I would have like
Yeah.
all those cards back. But I guess it
Like,
happened for a reason because I'm better off now where I was back then. But yeah.
yeah. I've got regrets big time. Like, see my first video that I actually posted on YouTube. I was opening 4 Team Rocket first edition packs, and I did actually pull. Well, I don't want to really. Well, go back and watch the video if anyone's watching. You know, you can see what I pulled, but I got a pretty decent pull.
Yeah.
And obviously, I had a few packs left, and I sold them. Gym Heroes, a few Gym Challenge, and I got about 50 quid a pack. I bought them in from eBay for like £16. So at the time, I was
Yeah.
thinking, yes, I've made good money on this. But had I
Oh, we lost him. Darn Zoom. That's so silly. I hate the Zoom. Let me see if I can start another. Oh. Why does Zoom charge? That's so ridiculous. We lost him because Zoom's a money grabbing company and they want all of your money. Let me see if I can start another one here. Okay. Let's see, we got Zoom. Do this here. Oh, we're lagging. Love that. Okay, there we go. And then let me pull this off here. Copy the link. That's so funny. I hate that that has a limit. Darn Zoom, always causing problems. Okay. Don't mind the infinite fade right here, alright guys? We're just hanging out, waiting on Fighting Charizard to join back up. Zoom's like, hey, you can only have a Zoom meeting for 30 minutes without paying, so that's ridiculous. But if you guys are sitting in here watching as a video or as a live stream, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button on the video/stream. We greatly appreciate it. And I think we're gonna get into the product opening here soon. I'll wait till he joins back to see, because I got this beautiful Arceus V-Star box that I'd like to get into. So look, I look super red. Like if you look over to the right, I keep getting more red as like the darn thing. Okay. That'd be good here. Alrighty, folks. Let's just see. I love that it just copies itself over like infinitely many times. It's so funny. So funny. So funny. Okay, there we go. And then let me rename. There we go. Don't mind the botched stream operation.
right, there we go.
It's Zoom. They're like, you have to pay
We're
if
back.
you want to keep the meeting going. I'm like, that's silly. So we got it started though. So it should be good for at least another 30 minutes. But I don't know that we'll keep going that long because I know we wanted to crack into some product possibly. At least I know I got this Arceus box that I want to crack into.
Oh yeah, nice.
So did you say, you said you had mentioned something about that, but if not, it's totally okay. I just wanted to double check with you.
What was that? Sorry, say that again.
So you had mentioned yesterday that you might want to open something, or if not, you don't have to. No pressure.
Oh yeah, no, I've got some post that I got yesterday.
Ooh.
Of a graded card. And
Graded
I
card
got
reveal.
another box of like an investment piece that I picked up. That I can show you what I picked.
So I gotta ask you, where do you go to get Japanese product? Because in the past, like I got a Shiny Star V box that I opened for the channel like way back in the day when that set was new. And I think I got that through a website called Ami or ami.com, and they like sell Japanese like Pokemon cards and stuff. Because I want to get my hands on that like mystery box that has like the unknowns all over it. Like I think that looks so cool.
To be honest, like I recently bought a box off eBay, a Starburst booster box. I have been kind of toying with the idea of using Buyee, and obviously with Buyee you can use Mercari, Amazon, the Pokemon Center as well. But when I was looking at it again, I wanted to first buy something off the Pokemon Center in Japan on their online store, but they didn't have a great offering of booster boxes and stuff. I think they had, what do they have? Lost Abyss, which is Lost Origin.
Yeah.
They did have the 20th anniversary at one point, but that sold out. So then I didn't bother, and I just was able to buy a booster box off eBay, a Starburst, and obviously going for a Charizard and stuff. And those boxes, are climbing as they are. So I was able to get a good deal on that. I got that for £60. So, like in terms of how long it could potentially take with Buyee, there was maybe a £10 difference. If I'd done it through Buyee, it might have been like £10 cheaper. But I kind of thought I kind of cut my losses. So a lot of the time I go off eBay, but I'm always careful when I buy my Japanese stuff off eBay. I always check what other people's listings are, if they have many cards available or products. Just so it looks legit. Just so I'm wary. I'm not just buying one booster box of a random person who's also selling nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just kind of protecting myself as I go, kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. I've gotten some stuff from eBay and I haven't had any issues with it, but I didn't know if there was an official place to go other than eBay, because I've used eBay for buying Japanese product, but at the time, sometimes they inflate the prices because they know it's in demand, and it can be hard to find stuff for cheap, or at least if not retail.
Some of the smaller companies, like Pokerand, which is also owned by Randolph, and he's got the company of Ace Label, so he sometimes has Japanese products and booster boxes available. So sometimes I have a little scout around and see what he's got. But I kind of try and do it like that. Because obviously they don't ship out within Japan out there with their Pokemon, so it's always that little bit harder. But no, that's what I kind of tend to do. I probably will try Buyee, because there are some good deals to have on Amazon as well, some good little pickups. But even with Amazon, I'm kind of skeptical as well.
Yeah.
Especially if that's coming from Japan. I don't know. There's part language barrier, reading the text and stuff, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Clear as day. So
right.
Sometimes I kind of think I'm better off paying a little $5 $10 here or there, just so I know it's legit and I'm getting what I'm paying for, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. Ooh, just hit 1690. Let's go. Appreciate the subscription. Everybody that's watching the video or in the live, go subscribe to Finding Charizard. Please. Let's both get to 2K by the end of the year. Let's make it happen.
2K, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to do TikTok if I'm gonna have a chance.
I mean, it helps. It helps. The best way to think about it is some people don't care for long form content, and people still want to get as much like information as possible. So like with TikTok, you post like I've been doing this thing where it's like a personal challenge where I post one a day, and I've done that for the past 3 weeks. And in doing so, I've gotten like almost 1,000 followers on TikTok just from doing that,
Right.
and just posting like whatever's relevant, the day of, and using like audios that are relevant. And then when
Yeah.
I go live, like all those people, they don't maybe know that I do YouTube as well. So I say, hey, go check out the YouTube channel. And then that's kind of like a funnel into the channel,
Yes.
which has been awesome to see as well. So
No, that's good use of it. I totally.
yeah.
I'll have to. I'll get myself set with TikTok. I'll watch what you're doing, and I'll just copy it.
Yeah, honestly, it works.
I won't do that. But...
No, you can. It's fine. I have no issue with it. If you want a good person to look off of too, because have you ever heard of Z&G Emporium? I think they're on YouTube, and they do
I've
like
heard of them,
investment
but
stuff.
I don't really watch them, to be honest.
So they just started a TikTok, and they had a lot of YouTube subscribers first before doing TikTok. So I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but they do just like PSA reviews or like investment things, and just like talking about cards. And they've got like way more followers than I do now, and I've been doing it for a year and a half. So like I'm trying to figure out like if I can get into that realm, but it's hard because they show off a lot of cool stuff. But by the sounds of it, you got some stuff that you could show off, and people just want to see other people's stuff sometimes. Like that's another way to look at it as well.
We're nosy beasts.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's get cracking, shall we?
Yes, you go first.
All right.
Really get to see this Arceus.
Okay, sounds good. I have to rearrange my area here because I gotta plug in my phone, and there's a special app that I gotta use to get the camera right. So let me see here. Might take me a minute. Okay, so that's good. Let me set this up here. Angle that down. Then I gotta plug this. What is that? Hold on, I'm going diving. I gotta plug in so many things just for this to work. It's ridiculous. I have like a super old computer. Like I think I got it when I was 13 in like 2013, so it's a dinosaur.
Does it? Oh wow. Dinosaur.
Okay, so I just unplugged mouse and keyboard. Oh, I can't do that.
I'm trying to check out what you've got in your cabinet there, because I saw your video of you going through your room and stuff. That looks sick.
Say again. I had my headset off.
No, I was saying I was trying to see what you've got in your cabinet.
Oh yeah,
because I saw your video of when you did your room tutorial kind of thing.
Oh yeah, there's been so much more things added to that. It's unbelievable. I'll have to do an updated video, but literally my whole bottom shelf is just like sealed packs now. And when I first did that video, like there was nothing in there. Like I've just been hoarding like Fusion Strike packs that I get from collection boxes. Like I have the set almost complete, so I have no reason to open it, So I've just been holding onto those, and like that's kind of how I've been kind of like collecting packs in that way too.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I
figure out myself.
I don't need a keyboard. I just need a mouse. All right. Making progress.
Technology, yeah.
I know, it's something else. Okay, so now I gotta change. Let's see. Where is? Okay, I'm gonna add the camera. Okay, camera has been added. Now I gotta move it around and make it look pretty. So let's full screen that and then move that below everything. No, okay. And then we're gonna change this, move that there, smaller there, and then
I'd have an absolute flaky trying to set that up.
oh,
Really
yeah, I'm glad we were able to do it this way too, because like, I mean, I'd be doing the
Pretty cool.
same stuff, but trying to figure everything out would be like, whoa. Okay. And then I gotta move these up as well. Okay. There's that. And there's that. Okay. There we go. Should look all right. Now it's got my camera on. Let's go. Looks good. All right. So this thing comes with a lot of stuff. I was looking at the back of it, and it has 3 Vivid Voltage packs, which I was kind of surprised. So I'm not going to open those. I'm going to keep those puppies sealed because, like, I don't really have a reason to open the set. I've had terrible pulls, but here's all the packs. There's a lot of packs. So there's 4 Brilliant, 4 Astral, 4 Lost Origin, and then 3 Vivid Voltage. So I'm going to crack into this bad boy.
Healthy fact.
I pre-ordered this like 2 months ago, and I got an email saying that it shipped, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. And then I looked, and I'm like, oh, forgot that I pre-ordered that.
Yeah. What's your feeling on Vivid Voltage?
So like, the only thing that really sticks out to me is the Amazing Rares, and then like obviously the Rainbow Pikachu.
Yeah.
Oh, this is sick. Oh, it comes with the metal cards too. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you got that, man.
Metal cards. I think this box would be something to keep sealed, though. Honestly, I'm opening it because I want the cool metal cards and things. But like it comes with like a little like box or something. I guess I'll show it down here. It might be better.
Oh yeah.
It's got like hollow foil Arceus in the box, and it's got a plastic V-Star marker, and then some metal Arceus coin and some metal dice. So, but oh wow, there's a lot in this, and a playmat. Oh my gosh, this thing is stacked. Wow, all these packs and a playmat. I'll have to swap out my playmat after this, because I'm using like some like long deck box playmat that I got.
I need to get a new playmat as well.
Look at the box though. It's got like hollow to it. Oh wow.
That's nice. It's smart.
That is sick. So I don't know. Maybe because I don't. Can you see like my? You probably can't see my like camera. Just like my face cam, right?
No, I've got that. I can see that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Perfect. So here's the playmat. Let me open this bad boy up. And the playmat that came with, I don't know what box it was. It was the Charizard Ultra Premium box. That playmat was a lot smaller. This one's smaller too. So the one I have that I'm using as like my desk topper right now, it's an Ultra Pro from like a deck box, and it's a lot bigger. Like this Arceus one's a lot smaller. Like it's the same width, but it's not as tall.
Yeah.
Which kind of stinks because I like all the playmats that they give out, but all right. These metal cards, I actually got some one-touch savers that I'm gonna put them in, but
did they have like a nice weight to them?
Yeah, they're thinner than I originally expected. They're the same like build, I guess, as the Charizard like celebrations and the Pikachu one, because my cousin got the Pikachu one on eBay, so I've felt it before. But yeah, they weigh all right. I mean, they're not like super heavy. They're nothing like the like old school Burger King gold cards that they used to give out, like those ones.
Class.
Yeah,
I really like that.
But they're cool. I mean, got some shine to the back, and then V-Star.
Obviously, like PSA don't grade them anymore. But...
No, I don't think so. I think they stopped doing that, which kind of stinks. I know I did hear that CGC does grade these, but
do they? Oh, I didn't realize that.
I'll throw that in there. I'm not even gonna sleeve it because it's metal, and it's gonna sit in this one-touch saver box. Pretty cool. I got a couple more of these, so if I ever get any more metal cards, I'll throw them in there. But very nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually, because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this to work for the live stream today, but glad I could, because I about opened it last night on TikTok, which would have been fine, but I'm glad we saved it for today. So let me get these packs organized here. So we got Lost Origin, there's Astral, Brilliant. Wait, what? Evolving Sky is in here too? That wasn't on the packaging. What the heck?
Was it not? I thought it was.
Oh, maybe I missed it.
I don't remember seeing that.
That's Vivid. Wait, what? One? Okay, that's weird. So the package advertises 3 Vivid, but it's just 1 Vivid and 2 Evolving. Okay.
Oh, well, about that.
All right, fair enough. So I'm just gonna go through and see what happens. Wow, there's how many packs in this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16? 15 or 16, something like that. I can't count. All right. I'm going to keep this Vivid sealed. Not touching that. Let's get the Evolving Skies. Maybe we'll pull the Umbreon. Oh my gosh, I would cry. I did actually pull a...
I can't have jealousy.
I did pull a Espeon V alternate art from a $25 like Evolving Skies like tin pack. So I got super lucky with that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I want more trainer galleries. I'm working on a trainer gallery binder from like various sets. Ooh, hollow.
Regidragon.
Take it.
Trainer galleries, I think they're definitely, obviously, like you've got Astral Radiance, Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars. I think they're going to be strong sets in the future. I know Astral Radiance doesn't have kind of like the same oomph as maybe like Lost Origin or Brilliant Stars, but I think the popularity in like trainer gallery cards in general, I think it will help like these sets perform really well in the future. I can see them doing well.
I agree. That's why I went all out with Brilliant Stars. I got 3 booster boxes and opened all of it. Ooh, Gyarados V, 2 for 2. There we go. Very nice. But yeah, I love the trainer gallery, and like if you get into like the non-yellow bordered ones, like the higher tiered ones, like the Vs and the V Maxes, like those are textured, which is another cool thing that they did, because I thought that the V, like for example Boltund V from like Lost Origin, like it looks just looks like a normal V with a trainer on it, but if you actually have it in person, it's like, oh, it's got texture to it. Wow. Yeah, I love textured cards. I'm a sucker for textured cards for sure. All right, I think we actually got something in this pack, because I think it was a Rotom V. I don't think I've pulled this yet. Throw that in the binder. Haven't pulled that guy yet. I want to pull the alternate art Palkia and Dialga from Astral. I think those are sweet.
They're nice. They're really nice.
I was looking at looking at those on eBay, because I was just curious. I like checking up on previous like sets, hyped set cards, and they don't really go for that much. Like you can get a Dialga, I think, for like $50, and Palkia is only 40.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shoot.
Yeah.
I think
Astral Radiance is quite an underrated set.
I think so as well. I
genuinely do. Like,
I feel like what did Astral Radiance come out with anything else? Because I know like what else came out this year? Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go, kind of the same kind of time.
Yeah, so I feel like with special sets, like they kind of take the attention away from the main series sets when they come out. So like whatever came out when Celebrations was out was this time last year, and I think that was, what was that? The set before Brilliant Stars, maybe? Yeah. Whatever set that
around
was.
That, yeah.
I think it's Fusion Strike, of course, the set I almost have complete. Strike. Yeah, like that set. There's so many good like chase. Ooh, Radiant Heatran. Let's go. Radiant Heatran pull. Nice. Centering looks pretty decent, actually. I'll have to compare that with my other one, because I got one in my PSA like send off pile. But no, like if you look back, like even at Hidden Fates, like what was the main series set that came out before that? It was Cosmic Eclipse, and now look at the price of everything in that set. Like,
no, definitely.
I think because we have now coming in this January, we have Crown Zenith, which is like the Sword and Shield special set before the new main series set, and the last Sword and Shield set is Silver Tempest. Like maybe I was thinking like maybe Silver Tempest might be something to grab a hold on to, but there's not a whole lot of like crazy cards in the Silver Tempest other than just like the
No,
Lugias and stuff.
yeah, it's mainly for me. It's like the Blaziken is a nice card.
Oh yeah, trainer gallery
Really
stuff. Whew.
Yeah, and yeah, the Lugia. But really, there's not much else that I'm overly fussed about. I mean,
True.
it doesn't have a trainer gallery set through it, so how will it all perform in the future? I don't know. I'm not saying it's like Brilliant Stars, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, Silver Tempest, it feels like a nicer set than Battle Styles, but Battle Styles only really had the Tyranitar alt art, which was the only really chase card people were going for, and it's like now like an £80 card.
Yeah.
But obviously that didn't have a trainer gallery set for it, but it just had that one peak card.
Yeah.
And kind of, for me anyway, it kind of feels kind of similar. Like the Lugia is the main thing out of that, and there's not too much else other than the Blaziken for me to really get too excited about.
Yeah, I feel that. That makes sense. I just when it comes to like main series sets, if there's like a few chases and then maybe some like okay decent cards, like those are the sets that I like to pick up the most of. Because like if you look at Fusion Strike, like they got a lot of alts in that set, but really the only hyped ones was the Espeon and the Gengar. Because like the Espeon was like, oh, you know, everyone thought it was going to be in what is that, Evolving Skies, but it wasn't. It got thrown into Fusion Strikes. Like I was able to buy that guy on eBay for a pretty penny, but yeah, I love Fusion Strike. I think it's super underrated.
Fusion Strike's great. I really get around Fusion Strike. I really like the Mew. I'm a big fan of Mew.
Oh yeah, Mew's sweet.
The Mew cards, the Gengars, and even like the standard Gengar VMAX. I remember at a time that was like a £20 card when the set was first released. But no, like it's a good set. It's a strong set.
This pack didn't have a reverse in it. It had a regular rare, and the card before that was this guy. But there's no reverse in this pack.
You got done, mate.
7, 8, 9, 10. 10 I don't know. They don't want to see me winning today, apparently. They're like,
you're not getting your trainer gallery.
Yeah, I know. They're like, you've pulled 4 cards, you're good, buddy. I'm like, all right. So we got. How
do you feel if you just pulled a Giratina right now?
I'd probably cry. I'd cry. We got a little something though. We got a little something. Looks like it might be a little something. Let's see. I need some bigger dog like trainer galleries though. Like I don't want a reverse rare, or not even a rare. I don't even want a reverse Squobit. We want Zoroark V-Star. Let's go.
Take that.
Yeah. Take that. Centering looks pretty good too. I'll have to compare that. I think I have. Actually, I don't even know if I have this or not. But I like V-Stars too. I want to get a like completed PSA 10 set of the V-Stars, because I think with like Scarlet and Violet, they're bringing back EXs, so like there's not going to be Vs or V-Stars anymore, and they're only going to have, you know, like the whatever they come out with in the future. So once they're done making V-Stars, I might just see like, oh, how many is there, and what do the PSA 10s go for? Because I might just try to get a full set. Yeah, I like them. They're cool.
I like the Lugia and the Charizard.
Charizard V-Star is like not the rainbow, but like the normal art one. Like that's not even that expensive. Like I think it's $20 or something. And I was like,
really, right?
Because when it first came out with Brilliant Stars, you know, people were paying, you know, same thing, upwards about $50, $60, $70 for it. It's like, whoa, you guys are wasting your time because it's gonna be cheap. Could tell.
That's the thing though. Like I never buy raw cards. As soon as there's like a set is first released, like you have to give it like I kind of give it 3 to 6 months before I start buying any raw cards from a new set.
Right.
Because you're paying just an inflated price every time.
Yeah, I think like 3 months is probably like the best like buffer for time frame. This card looks weirdly. These cards look faded. What the heck is going on? They got some weird color to them. Ooh, Pidgeot V. All right, we got 2 packs of Astral left, so maybe we'll hit a big alternate art in this one. Who knows?
Can you get hold of this box, the RCS box, pretty easily?
Um,
Or was it a bit of a challenge to get?
so I was able to pre-order it a couple months ago before, like right when it was announced, because I was like, oh, because I read I wasn't going to, but then when it said there's metal cards, I'm like, ooh, I missed out on celebrations. I'm not missing out on this. So I
Yeah.
went and pre-ordered it. But from what I could see, like I think GameStop around here, like where I'm from, like I think GameStop's carry them in store. Wait,
Right.
oh, that was the rare. Whoops. Okay. Ooh, trainer gallery. There we go.
You got one.
Finally. My trainer gallery luck has not been very good.
Mhm.
All right, last pack. I'm honestly surprised with these pulls. Like, I wasn't expecting to get this many. Although,
No, it's actually been decent to be fair.
yeah,
That's,
haven't hit like anything huge, of course, but I've seen some videos on YouTube already, and I'm like, I might just keep it sealed, but I'll
yeah.
take it. I'm happy with
Like
what we got.
I was going to open up the Charizard UPC, but I've really been put off by
Don't do
opening
it.
it.
Don't do it.
Nah, I don't think I can. Like,
The promos weren't even centered. They're not probably not going to be very centered, but if you do open it, like I don't think I pulled all but maybe like a couple hollows from the packs.
yeah,
So
I watched yours, and
yeah.
yeah, I kind of felt, well, yeah,
So yeah, overall not too bad, I guess. I mean, good variety, couple V's,
yeah, nice,
V star,
nice.
couple hollows, one trainer gallery. But yeah, not too shabby. And then obviously you got the beauty cards right here. I mean, whew,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm all about.
no,
And on top of that, one pack for the sealed collection.
happy days.
Yeah.
Could there be a trunk or two?
I don't know. You say that, and then I
We'll
open
never
it
know.
and never gonna get it. All right, cool beans. So let me switch the stream back around here. Turn that back. Open this back up. Here, actually, I'll make my end like super small so we can see yours better. Oops. There we go. That's a little better. And move this one around. Let's do right there. All right. Ready when you are, friend.
Right, so yes, I've got my box here. I'm not going to turn it the other way because it's got my address.
Yeah, don't
So,
don't leak your address.
Confidentiality. So yeah, I'm going to crack this open as carefully as I can without doing a hash job of it. So I got this card graded back in August, I think it was.
Oh.
And I didn't do it through Ludkins Collectibles, which was a service that I used before. And I've currently actually got like nearly 8 cards stuck in PSA, and it's nearly been 2 years, and I still haven't got them back. And now I've got to go through a big, heavy form to fill out because there's been a whole big issue with the company that I sent them away with. Apparently, they haven't paid PSA for all the cards and stuff, even though they've taken my money. Yeah, so it's not a great
that
situation.
stinks.
It really does, and it's kind of really hacked me off this weekend. But so the company I'm using here in the UK is Art Grading. Don't know if you can see that. My light might be a bit
there we
too
go.
strong for you. But yeah, Art Grading, that's who I use now for my cards. I can't actually remember what card this is.
That's always the best part. You don't know what you got when you get it back.
No, like I genuinely like I know I've sent off my Brilliant Stars Charizard V Star, but apart from that, I can't. I don't remember what this card is. But it's nicely packaged from Art Grade, and they do a good job. And yeah, so this has been like a 3 to 4 month turnaround time for me. It cost me 30 quid to get the card graded. So it's kind of like one of those, that is this is a card that I pulled when I was in Japan. So this is a Japanese card.
Oh wow!
That I'm about to show you. Let me show you the card. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see it. My light. If I turn my light off for a sec, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it better.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know the Japanese
Yeah.
set, but I know it's Roaring Skies here
Yeah,
for the English
and it's
folks.
just it was one of my favorite pools that I actually got in Japan, and yeah, and at the time I thought it looked pretty good, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
reveal the grade. So obviously hoping for a PSA 10,
right. Oh my
and it
gosh,
got the
let's
10,
go.
and it got it, and it got it.
Let's go.
I wish you guys could see it better,
No, it's all good.
but
It looks awesome. I actually pulled that card in English at the Roaring Skies pre-release back in like 2016. And my cousin currently has the card, so I'm gonna try to get it from him so I can get my card back. Because
I'm buzzing with
he's
that.
got the whole Roaring Skies set complete, as well as Legendary Treasures from Black and White.
Wow.
So I'm trying to get those
Yeah.
from him, but he's like, I want $1,000 for Legendary Treasures. I'm like, dude, give me a
1,000.
break.
Jeez. Matt, I'm just gonna flick on eBay really quick because I'm really curious to see
See what that
how
card's going
much.
for.
Yeah, no, I am because I remember like every time I send my cards off to get graded, I always give them a good pre-screen. I get my my magnifying glass to see if there's any imperfections, and I
Yeah,
thought this had a good chance um, of getting it. So
that's awesome.
Rayquaza now. Where are we at? Where are we at? XY6. It's not showing me a price, but I think it's. Oh, yeah. PSA 10, 700.
Woo, let's go.
Oh,
That's
no.
hype.
I think it's more than that, actually.
Probably. I would imagine it'd be a little bit. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's a pretty valuable card. So, chuffed with that. I think it's like 700 upwards.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Anyway.
I graded
So, that was my.
I graded my Champions Path Charizard VMAX Rainbow when I pulled it. I pulled it from an ETB and then sent it in back in 2020, and it took like 500 days to get back because that was right when they started getting all the submissions. But I
Wow.
got that back this year, and it came back a 10. So I know what it feels like to get a 10. It's awesome.
Yeah. No, it like it proper does because, like, yeah. It's a card that I've had in my collection for years. And I came across it because I got a tin of Japanese cards and stuff
Mm-hmm.
that I had to flick through to see if there's anything worth maybe chucking into PSA. And also, I came across that, and it looked as good as it was. And yeah, buzzing with that, buzzing with that. So now I'm opening up my other box that I got delivered from the Pokemon Center the other day. If you're in my Discord, you'll probably know what I actually picked up because one of my guys, I think it was Slam from my Discord, put out the message saying that they had them back in stock.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember
I
seeing
had to
that.
pick up the
Look at
Pokemon
that.
Center
That is awesome.
Evolving Sky. So it's one that I didn't have in my collection, and in an ideal world, I would like to pick up a couple.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've already spent too much from what I'm buying as it is, so I
Yep.
kind of need to set myself down a little bit.
Welcome to the hobby, honestly.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, happy days, happy days. I'm actually buzzing. I got a 10. Buzzing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, they're my pickups, and obviously that's like an investment piece
Yeah.
for me. That box, I'll have that in for my collection for a good period of time. It's tempting to open it though, considering I got it for retail price off the Pokemon Center. But yeah, I think even if Evolving Skies does get reprinted, which there is talk about, and a lot of people
Mhm.
talk about it, and it's going to go back down to original, RRP prices, the booster boxes, if they do get a reprint. I don't think it will. I think people might overestimate how much it will actually go down in price. Um, I'm kind of, if it does get a reprint, I reckon it'll sit around 180. That's just my guesstimate.
Mhm.
Because you can't get away from the fact the Pokemon that are in Evolving Skies, you know what I mean? I think people kind of forget that it's a set based around EV evolutions and how popular that they are
Yeah.
on
Yep.
their own. They'll always bring people back to Evolving Skies, and obviously the Moonblon and its hype, and the Rayquaza cards. It's like such a powerful set. So I don't think it's gonna go down to what people think it might if it does get its reprint. That's just kind of my thoughts on Evolving Skies at the minute, though. But you know, we never know. This Pokemon world is just nuts, isn't it? So
I know.
who knows what could happen.
Actually, I saw an Evolving Skies ETB at my local Walmart when I was out today before our live. So I think they're out there, but like I don't know if it's a reprint or if it's just like old stock getting put on the shelves again for like the holidays, or I don't know what it is. But I didn't get it because I was like, no. I've already I got 2 that I was gonna keep sealed, and I caved and opened them, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy this and keep it sealed. I'm gonna want to open it, so I just decided to pass on it, and here we are opening.
I mean, like
Arceus V
Evolving
stock.
Skies isn't seen on like my shops around me.
Really?
I think maybe in Costco down south.
That's where I got mine from.
Yeah, otherwise, like I'm nowhere near Costco either. Nearest Costco for me is Glasgow. I think there's one in Glasgow. I could be wrong. I don't even know if there's one there. So like for me to get Evolving Skies is literally the only way of like either secondary market or the Pokemon Center. So I don't want to pay inflation prices either. But even that at 50 quid, these are going on eBay in the UK for like 80.
Oh really?
So
wow.
it's like quids in deal kind of thing. So it made sense. It definitely made sense.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know we only have a few minutes before Zoom's going to cut us off again, so I figured that'd be a good stopping point and let you get some rest and stuff. I do want to say thank you again for coming out. I appreciate it. This will be posted as a video so we can share it around and have it to ever look back on it.
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you. It's been great. It's been good fun.
No problem.
Do that again.
Yeah, sounds good. We could try to make it like a quarterly thing or a monthly thing, and depending on our schedules and stuff. But yeah, sounds fun. We'll do it again.
Cool. No worries. I'm off from night shift, so I cannot wait to get to bed.
Ooh, yeah, I'll let you get to it then. Alrighty, have a good one. See ya.